The canvas is shredded and the ropes are all frayed by the heavy-duty games that the ocean has played. I'm standing at the mast with a needle and a thread, thinking of the voyage and the distance ahead.
I've weathered the gale and I've survived the typhoon, underneath the gaze of a blood-colored moon. My ship is a wreck, but the spirit is sound, even if the destination is never to be found.
Patch the holes with courage and the fabric of the heart, ready for the moment when the journey has to start. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or two.
I've seen the grand vessels with the silk and the gold sinking to the bottom where the water is cold.
But the humble little schooner with the scars on the side is the only one capable of turning the tide. The wind doesn't care if the cloth is so clean, it only wants the power that is felt and unseen. I'll hoist up the remnants of the blue and the gray and find my orientation in the middle of the spray.
The horizon is calling
With a voice like a bell, a story of survival that we're finally gonna tell. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or two.
Let the salt air sting and the waves start to rise.
We've got the reflection of the sun in our eyes.
We're not going down,
We're not giving in.
let the final chapter
Of the voyage begin.
flapping loud above the cloud.
It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or two. Sail on through the night, into the morning light, tattered sail. dusty drawer, the kind of souvenir you don't want anymore, creased and crinkled by the weight of time, searching for a reason in a nursery rhyme.
One little spark could turn it all to ash in the sudden light of a lightning flash.
I'm made of fiber and a thin white ink,
standing on a ledge where the spirits sink.
Don't squeeze too tight or the edges might tear, floating away on a breath of chilly air. It's just a paper heart, fragile and thin, keeping the cold from the hollow within. Handle with care if you want it to last, a brittle reminder of a beautiful past.
I got the calligraphy of every scar, written by the movement of a falling star.
Water would dissolve the words I've bled,
leaving only blank white sheets instead.
the wind is blowing through the open gate, tempting the fingers of an unkind fate.
But paper can be stronger than the steel,
If you believe in the way that it can feel. Ink is the blood of a writer's lonely soul, trying to make a fragmented story whole. It's just a paper heart, fragile and thin, keeping the cold from the hollow within. Handle with care if you want it to last, a brittle reminder of a beautiful past. Write a new chapter on my empty side, somewhere the honesty can safely hide, where only origami in the hands of God, walking a path that is uneven and art thin and white, afraid of the light. It's just a paper heart, fragile and thin, keeping the cold from the hollow within. Handle with care if you want it to last, a brittle reminder of a beautiful past. Paper heart, drifting down in the quiet town, fragile thing. The anchor drops with a muffled, heavy thud. Beneath the surface of the harbor silver mud.
No more white caps, no more
Salt upon the skin. stillness of the heart can begin.
I've wrestled with the gale and the hurricane's roar,
searching for the outline of a friendly shore.
My sails are tattered
and my hull is turning gray,
but I found a sanctuary
inside of the bay. The lighthouse is resting, its work is finally done, waiting for the arrival of the morning sun. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head
upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
The ropes are creaking in a rhythmic kind of song to the places in the distance where we used to belong. The gulls are sleeping on the tops of the poles,
guarding the secrets of our travel-worn souls.
the tide is rising in a slow and steady creep,
folding the village into a dream, heavy sleep.
I'll light a candle in the cabin of a boat
and write a final letter that I'll never have to float.
The stars are reflecting
in the mirror of the deep, promises we're finally allowed to keep. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head
upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. Far horizon line, but here the atmosphere is mellow and divine. No more navigation, no more looking at the stars, healing the bruises and the deep-seated scars. The daughter in the quiet harbor where the water is still,
safe from the hunger,
safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head,
rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. Drop the heavy load,
no more
open road, quiet harbor. Footprints frozen in a sea of silent white. Tranquility is heavy in the middle of the night. No atmosphere to carry the sound of a cry. Just the empty hollow of an endless black sky.
I'm kicking up the powder of 1,000 falling stars, light years away from the Mercury and Mars.
The gravity is gentle,
a feather on the chest.
Finally the traveler can find a place to rest. Weightless and wandering through the cosmic debris, searching for a shore on a crater-filled sea. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear.
I've looked back at the planet, a marble of blue, thinking of the chaos that we put each other through. But up here the silence is a holy kind of thing. Listen to the vacuum and the song it doesn't sing.
Fine gray velvet on the ridges of the dark, waiting for the ignition of a celestial spark. My shadow is a giant on the desolation plain, far beyond the reaching of the sorrow and the rain.
The sun is just a beacon in the distance so far,
guided by the vibration of a prehistoric star. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear.
we're just particles of light in a vacuum of time.
Trying to find the rhythm and a universal rhyme.
Leave no trail behind you, let the traces disappear
Into the vastness of the ancient frontier, floating slow,
nowhere.
nowhere to go. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. drops with a muffled, heavy thud. Beneath the surface of the harbor's silver mud. No more white caps, no more salt upon the skin. Finally the stillness of the heart can begin.
I wrestled with the gale and the hurricane's roar, searching for the outline of a friendly shore. My sails are tattered and my hull is turning gray, but I found a sanctuary inside of the bay.
The lighthouse is resting, its work is finally done, waiting for the arrival of the morning sun. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill, rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
The ropes are creaking in a rhythmic kind of song to the places in the distance where we used to belong. The gulls are sleeping on the tops of the poles, guarding the secrets of our travel-worn souls.
The tide is rising in a slow and steady creep, folding the village into a dream-heavy sleep. I light a candle in the cabin of the boat and write a final letter that I'll never have to float. The stars are reflecting in the mirror of the deep, promises we're finally allowed to keep. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill, rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
Atmosphere is mellow and divine.
No more navigation, no more looking at the stars, healing the bruises and the deep-seated scars. Hush, the water, calm the daughter. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill, rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
Drop the heavy load.
No more open road, quiet harbor.
spinning in a frantic little dance, leaving my direction to the mercy of a chance. North is just a memory, south is just a lie, underneath the hollow of a starless indigo sky. I got the brass casing and the cracked glass face, a relic of a journey that I never can erase. The magnets have surrendered to the iron in the ground, searching for a silence that is never quite found. No true orientation, no steady point of light, just a wander in the canyons in the middle of the night. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone, and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song. I followed every map that the experts ever drew, only to find out that none of them were true. I'll throw away the chart, and I'll throw away the scale, and let the wind determine where I'm gonna set the sail. The magnetism's faded like an old forgotten flame. Everything looks different, but the shadows stay the same. I'm trusting in the intuition buried in the bone, finding that I'm better off just walking all alone. Lost is just a word for a soul that's finally free to drift upon the surface of an uncharted sea. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone, and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song. Maybe there's a wisdom in not knowing where to go, letting all the mystery and the secret feelings grow. You don't need a headache when you're already right here, standing in the center of a monumental year, spinning around. The lost is found. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone, and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving where the dampness starts to seep, secrets in the timber that the forest used to keep. The center has been eaten by the insects and the time, a weathered sanctuary in the middle of the prime. I'm a fallen giant with a belly full of air, echoing the whispers of a long-forgotten prayer. The bark is thick and rugged, but the heart is gone away. Just a shell of timber in the cooling of the day, resonating loudly with the thunder and the rain. A wooden resonator for the pleasure and the pain. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we're needed the most. I've used it as a bridge across a muddy little stream, walking on the fragments of a prehistoric dream. It's stronger than it looks and it's older than it seems, held together only by the sunlight and the beams. The squirrels and the foxes have a kingdom in the dark, sheltered from the furnace of a summer-scented spark. I'll sit upon the surface and I'll listen to the ground, tracing all the ripples of a subterranean sound. Empty, but it's heavy with the wisdom of the earth, a cavern of a spirit for a monumental birth. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we're needed the most. You can hear the echo when you knock upon the side, a place for all the memories and the honesty to hide. It doesn't need a blossom and it doesn't need a leaf to be the perfect vessel for a temporary grief. Thump, thump over the hump. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we're needed the most. Wooden drum, listen
Footprints frozen in a sea of silent white. Tranquility is heavy in the middle of the night. No atmosphere to carry the sound of a cry, just the empty hollow of an endless black sky.
I'm kicking up the powder of 1,000 falling stars, light years away from the Mercury and Mars. The gravity is gentle, a feather on the chest. Finally the traveler can find a place to rest, weightless and wandering through the cosmic debris, searching for a shore on a crater-filled sea. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear. Yeah. I've looked back at the planet, a marble of blue, thinking of the chaos that we put each other through. But up here the silence is a holy kind of thing. Listen to the vacuum and the song it doesn't sing. Fine gray velvet on the ridges of the dark, waiting for the ignition of a celestial spark. My shadow is a giant on the desolation plain, far beyond the reaching of the sorrow and the rain. The sun is just a beacon in the distance so far, guided by the vibration of a prehistoric star. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear. Leave no trail behind you, let the traces disappear into the vastness of the ancient frontier. Floating slow, nowhere to go. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear. Silver powder in the air, lonely pavement for the weary, no asphalt for the feet, just the jagged little stones of a legendary street. Every step is a crunch, every mile is a test, in a landscape that is never really allowed to rest. I got the white dust on the fenders of my truck, leaving all the city's slicker, vanity and luck. Heading for the hollows where the creek begins to rise, with the grit of the journey in the corners of my eyes. It's an unpolished path, it's a rugged kind of way, underneath the ceiling of a hot and hazy day, on a gravel road where the rubber meets the grit. Every single stone has a story in it. No lines in the middle, no signs on the side, just the honesty of nature and a long distance ride. I recall the way the wagon wheels used to make a sound before the heavy machinery began to pound the ground. There's a vibration in the pebbles that connects you to the past, the only kind of foundation that was ever meant to last. The weeds are growing tall in the center of the track, looking at the mirror but never turning back. I'll find a little shade beneath the sycamore tree and let the dusty mile set a heavy spirit free. The suspension is shaking and the spirit is strong, moving to the tempo of a prehistoric song, on a gravel road where the rubber meets the grit. Every single stone has a story in it. No lines in the middle, no signs on the side, just the honesty of nature and a long distance ride. Struggle, you can't rush the view. The gravel has a way of slowing down me and you. Accept the bumps and the bruises and the dust in the throat, riding out the journey on a rough-edged note. Crunch, grind, leave it behind, on a gravel road where the rubber meets the grit.
is spinning in a frantic little dance, leaving my direction to the mercy of a chance.
North is just a memory, south is just a lie,
underneath the hollow of a starless indigo sky.
I got the brass casing in the cracked glass face, a relic of a journey that I never can erase. The magnets have surrendered to the iron in the ground, searching for a silence that is never quite found.
No true orientation, no steady point of light, just wandering the canyons in the middle of the night. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song.
I followed every map that the experts ever drew,
only to find out
that none of them were true.
I'll throw away the chart
And I'll throw away the scale,
and let the wind determine where I'm gonna set the sail.
the magnetism's faded like an old forgotten flame.
Everything looks different, but the shadows stay the same.
I'm trusting in the intuition buried in the bone,
Finding that I'm better off just walking all alone. Lost is just a word for a soul that's finally free to drift upon the surface of an uncharted sea. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song.
maybe there's a wisdom in not knowing where to go,
Letting all the mystery and the secret feelings grow.
you don't need a heading when you're already right here.
Standing in the center of a monumental year, spinning around, the lost is found. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song. Which way is home?
No
is turning charcoal and the air is getting thick. The lightning is a jagged and a terrifying trick. I'm sitting on a swing with a glass of lemonade, watching how the colors of the afternoon fade.
The dust is kicking up and the screen door starts to bang to the rhythm of the blues that the lonely elders sang. I'll grab my old Gibson and I'll tune it to the wind, letting all the chaos of the atmosphere begin. The barometer is shaking and the roof is starting to moan, the loudest kind of silence that I've ever really known. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone while we watch the weather from my wooden weathered throne. Drop hits the railing with a heavy silver thud, turning all the dry earth into a riverbed of mud.
I'm playing for the clouds and I'm playing for the gales, a melody of thunder that will never ever fail.
The hanging plants are dancing in a frantic wild display,
losing all the heat of a long and humid day. I'll wrap myself in flannel and I'll listen to the roar, safe behind the threshold of the sturdy oaken door. Electric in the fingers, electric in the sky, watching all the heavy-headed tempests passing by. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone while we watch the weather from our wooden weathered throne. Witness all the glory of the chaotic night.
Boom, crack.
No turning back. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder
pouring down on the wood,
doing what the water should. Stormy porch.
move
moving in a line that is straight and true, but the destination is completely out of view, parallel to everything I used to know. Watching the seasons in the garden grow.
I'm a constant motion in a single plane, ignoring the pleasure and ignoring the pain.
Velocity is steady and the path is clear, leaving the wreckage of the yesteryear. No turning back to the left or the right, chasing the horizon through the neon light. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
The geometry of life is a cruel design when you're stuck on the border of a
Finish line. I've been a circle
and I've been a square.
Now I'm just an arrow in the chilly air. The perspective is narrow, but the focus is sharp. Listen to the tension on the electric harp. Don't look at the houses or the passing trees, just follow the scent of the salty seas. Momentum is a ghost that will never sleep. Promises are easier for a drifter to keep. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
To this long distance trek,
Or are we just echoes that are never coming back?
the mathematics of the soul are quite complex.
Wondering exactly
What is coming up next?
keep moving, keep straight, don't hesitate. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load. Drifting on until the dawn is gone. Linear flow, The canvas is shredded and the ropes are all frayed by the heavy-duty games that the ocean has played. I'm standing at the mast with a needle and a thread, thinking of the voyage and the distance ahead.
I've weathered the gale and I've survived the typhoon, underneath the gaze of a blood-colored moon.
My ship is a wreck, but the spirit is sound, even if the destination is never to be found. Patch the holes with courage and the fabric of the heart, ready for the moment when the journey has to start. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or two.
I've seen the grand vessels with the silk and the gold sinking to the bottom where the water is cold.
But the humble little schooner with the scars on the side is the only one capable of turning the tide.
The wind doesn't care if the cloth is so clean,
It only wants the power that is felt and unseen. I'll hoist up the remnants of the blue and the gray and find my orientation in the middle of the spray. The horizon is calling with a voice like a bell, a story of survival that we're finally gonna tell. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or two.
And the waves start to rise.
We've got the reflection of the sun in our eyes.
We're not going down,
We're not giving in. Let the final chapter of the voyage begin. Flapping loud above the cloud. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or to sail on through the night into the morning light. Tattered sail.
forgotten country lane, burnished by the sunshine and polished by the rain. A lucky little token with a profile of a king, the only bit of fortune that the morning had to bring. It's worth a lot of nothing in the markets of the rich, but it's enough to keep a man from falling in the ditch. I flip it in the air just to see which way it lands, a piece of dusty copper in my calloused, trembling hands. Small change for a big world that's moving way too fast, a metallic reminder of a value built to last. Just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood. It won't buy a kingdom or a mansion on the hill, but it's a tiny miracle that's worth $1 still. I carried it in my pocket through the winters and the frost. The only thing I managed to keep when I was lost. It's turned a little green at the edges of the rim, like a fading memory that's growing dark and dim. I'll trade it for a wish at the bottom of the well, a secret that the water is never gonna tell. Or I'll keep it as a treasure in a velvet-lined box, stronger than the iron and the heavy-duty locks. 1 cent for your thoughts in the middle of the night, before the early arrival of the horizontal light. Just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood. It won't buy a kingdom or a mansion on the hill, but it's a tiny miracle that's worth $1 still. Keep your diamonds and your bars of solid gold. I'll take the humble stories that the copper has to hold. It's been through a thousand pockets and a million different hands, a traveler of the alleys and the wide open lands. Heads up, tails down, the luck of the town. Just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood. It won't buy a kingdom or a mansion on the hill, but it's a tiny miracle that's worth $1 still. Keep it in your shoe, lucky through and through. Copper penny. ahead. Across the valley where the light is spread, a textile woven by the cooling breeze, above the silhouettes of willow trees. I'm drifting through this lavender expanse, giving my weary heart a second chance. The atmosphere is soft against my face, a giant canvas in the depths of space. No jagged seams or rough-edged lines today, just a seamless vault where the planets play. Oh, underneath the satin sky so wide, there's nowhere left for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you. I've seen the thunder and the lightning strike, the kind of fury that a man might like. But now I crave the smoothness of the sheen, a quiet beauty that is felt and seen. The stars and needles piercing through the cloth, attracting spirits like a silver moth. The texture of the night is cool and deep, watching the city as it falls to sleep. Wrap the horizon in a silk embrace, wiping the worry from every human face. Oh, underneath the satin sky so wide, there's nowhere left for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you. It doesn't matter if the sun goes down or if the shadows overtake the town. This canopy of light will never fray, keeping the heavy-hearted ghosts at bay. Silk and air, peace everywhere. Underneath the satin sky so wide, there's nowhere left for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you. Satin sky, stay a while across the final mile, soft and blue. heavy-duty clay, far below the surface of the optimistic day. There's a sharp taste in juice, and the fiber and the vein, sucking up the essence of the sorrow and the rain. I dug into the garden just to see what I could find. Not a dark intention in the cellar of the mind. It's a stubborn kind of plant that refuses to be killed, growing in the places where the liquid has been spilled. The flower might be pretty, but the source is very deep, waking up the demons that were meant to stay asleep. It's a bitter root, gripping on the stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists and it turns in the darkness of the soil, the product of a lifetime and a prehistoric toil. I've tried to pull it out with a shovel and a chain, but it's anchored to the bedrock in the center of the brain. You have to learn to live with the flavor of the bite if you want to walk the distance of the extra little mile. There's a tonic in the poison if you measure it just right, to help you find the courage in the middle of the fight. It's the medicine of honesty, the therapy of grit, a slow burning fire in the center of the pit. Everything that's beautiful has a dark and dirty start, deep inside the chambers of a monumental heart. It's a bitter root, gripping on the stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists and it turns in the darkness of the soil, the product of a lifetime and a prehistoric toil. The things that are hidden underneath the kitchen floor. It's the foundation of the spirit, it's the anchor of the soul, the only part of nature that is truly in control. Tangled deep secrets we keep. It's a bitter root, gripping on stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists